Given all the hockey you've played, is this like old home week? Given all the guys you're getting to hang out with and maybe go through a little painful stuff come Friday, Saturday?
Yeah, you know what? It's a good bonding experience with all the guys for sure. We're all on the same page here with tons of interviews and fitness testing coming up pretty quick.
As a centerman, where do you see teams' priorities as you're being interviewed and talked upon? Is there a high regard for what you do and where you might end up come draft time in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, you know what? I think sometimes it's hard to find some two-way centermen, so I think that's definitely a bonus for me coming into the draft, as there's not a lot of defensive forwards around that you can pick up. So I think it's definitely a big bonus for me. Who
drilled into you that it's important to play the defensive end of the ice and the ability to extend your career?
You know what? Probably my coach in Kelowna, Ryan Huska. They really taught me that my first year in Kelowna 2 years ago, and I really didn't have much of a defensive game before then. So it definitely is from the Kelowna organization for sure.
And it's difficult, I guess, when you guys come out of the Bantam draft. You're all such star-studded players, and the goal scoring has always come easy. How difficult a transition is it to go to that next level and be able to play full 200 feet of ice?
Yeah, you know what? I never was a really flashy player growing up. I actually didn't get drafted into the draft in the WHL. So yeah, it was kind of a slower developer, if you want to call it that. So I've definitely learned that I need to develop both ends of the game for me to be successful.
Given that, were there opportunities to go the NCAA route that you and your family had to ponder?
Yeah, there definitely was. For a long period, I thought that the college route was going to be the best for me, but it turned out I went to Kelowna and I couldn't be happier.
Can you describe the merits of playing in the W and all the travel that goes with it and preparing you for what will be an eventual career in the National Hockey League?
Yeah, you know what, we have a pretty crazy schedule in the WHL, the whole CHL, so we bus everywhere. A lot of hours on the bus, long nights, but so it's definitely a grind throughout the year, and that definitely prepares you for a long, grueling NHL season.
And the environment that is Kelowna, and you look at the number of hockey players that team has produced, does that dawn on all of you as a reminders of that when you step into the dressing room, into the rink?
Definitely. You know the history that's around. There's pictures and murals up around everywhere, and they've won championships before. So you know, as soon as you get to be a part of that organization, it's a pretty special time.
Colton, if you were to look back on your career as a highlight prior to what you're going to get happening to you in Pittsburgh, what would it be somewhere along the line?
Probably playing in the top prospects game in Kelowna and in my hometown. It was pretty fun to have the fans cheering really loud for you, and being the captain of my team, it was a really special experience.